Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing today, first of all, hey everybody, it's Don from Rojo Aqua Luna. Um, this is my, or our, or no, actually this one's mine, I guess. It's my 65 community tank. Um, there's some Congo Tetras in here, which I got probably, I don't know, 4 months ago or so. And they've already grown bigger than my rummy nose. Um, you can see the males, they have that really cool uh, finnage and the nice lines on the outer parts of the fins. Definitely have become one of my favorite tetras, aside from the rummy nose. Um, anyway, uh, there's those, the rummy nose, the Congos, the lots and lots of uh, mystery snails, lots and lots. There's also it's either 7 or 8 of the coolie loaches. Um, here's one of them, or two of them. They actually like the fact that all these floating plants are blocking out most of my light, which I'm going to have to fix today. Uh, they actually are out and about a lot. There's another one there, another one back there by the Amazon sword, hanging out. Three of them, or two of them, were in here for quite a while, and I added 5 more. The fatter ones. There's one of the chunky ones back there. Another one over here in the wood area. Uh, but yeah, they're cool. There's lots and lots um, of the Malaysian trumpet snails in here as well. I put a few in here a while back, just because this is one of the older tanks and I wanted something to kind of stir up the substrate a little bit. And they did that, but they also multiplied like crazy. Um, there's, as you can see, why I'm going to be not only just cleaning today, but doing a little bit of rearranging as well. But a lot of muck down there. I also have a Royal Pleco in here, small. It's only about 3.5 inches or so right now. Be moving to the 125 later. And a long fin or high fin green phantom, which is cool because it has like more orange-ish tips than the greenish yellow like on my other green phantoms. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that one grows up. There's also 2 bamboo shrimp in here. You might be able to see them back up there hanging out under the filter. That's one of them. We've had them for about almost 2 years. It's another one of the loaches. Like I said, they're very happy in here. They are all over the place. They don't hide as much. There's one of the little wood decoration planted. It's got plants on it and some moss. The Pleco knocked it down again, so I'm going to be taking that out of here today. Also going to do some rearranging. There's some Subwaster tang that's doing well. Jungle Val is doing well. There's ones over here in the corner are starting to get a little bit light green, so I'm assuming they're lacking a little bit of something. Might need to start dosing this tank. Same with the Amazon. You can see some of the leaves are not as healthy as others. Could also be because the floating plants are blocking out a good portion of the light. Even with what I have up here, I've got a Fluval Aqua Sky and a Walmart plant light. Trying that out to see how it does. I got some pothos growing back there out of one of the hang-on backs. It's doing pretty well. That's one of our first filters. Penguin or Marineland 450, I believe it is. Pro 450 or something, Emperor 400 or something. Anyway, good filter. Never had any issues with it. As you can see, it's overflowing out of those little middle spots, so filter also needs to be cleaned out today. But I'm going to be rearranging this tank again. It's something I do fairly often with my tanks. Always change stuff around. Some more than others. Don't always film it, so just kind of going to do a before and after with this one. See if we can maybe clean that area up over there a little bit, kind of disperse the wood a little more maybe or something. Take those two decorations out, and got a bigger log that I'm going to put one in instead, and take those two others and put them elsewhere. Maybe move the mound of lava rock around a little bit, maybe change it. I don't know, I might leave that. They seem to like it. But anyway, like I said, just wanted to kind of give you a before look, and then I'll do a video later on after I finish. It should take me a few hours to do. But yeah, so 65 community getting a little bit of a makeover here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe for me please, and hope to catch you guys back in the next video. Later. Hello fishy folks, this is Don again from Rojo Aqualuna. This is the next day after the previous video of the start of the cleanup of the 65 and a little bit of a redesign. As you can see, not a whole lot of changes. Biggest change was I took out a good portion of the floating plants, so that everything else could get some light too. Jungle valve I kind of just left the way it was and untangled it some. It is very long. Some pieces are enough to go from the top all the way down to the bottom down there, and then back all the way back up to the top. When I let them lean out of the tank, so they're pretty long, but I'm just gonna let them keep going. Really like the jungle valve, and it's doing very well in this tank. So you can see everybody's still out, even though it's a little bit brighter. Here's some of the loaches hanging out down there. I've kept this jellyfish decoration in here. Got it from the Aquarium, our local aquarium, and it glows in the dark. So just kind of have always, it's been in here since we got it from the aquarium a couple years ago. So just kind of move it around and leave it in there. It's kind of cool at nighttime when it glows. So Congo tetras, you can see their colors a little bit better with the floating plants not taking up all the light. I didn't film right after one because it was very late when I finished up, and it was a wee bit cloudy because I stirred up quite a bit. Like I said, this is one of our oldest tanks, so did some gravel backing, and especially over in the wood area, which I moved all the wood from that area, the driftwood from that area, took it all out, set it down there in that tub, and yeah, just cleaned the gravel real good back there, or sand-ish gravel. It's supposed to have been sand. It was fairly early on, like I said, so the granules are like little mini pebbles. It's kind of hard to tell. Scaring the fish. The black's a little bit more finer, but the white was still kind of large. It's not like that now. I've got the same sand in the 120, one of my 125s, and it is much finer now than what it was then. It's kind of odd, but it's kind of more like a really fine gravel than anything. But anyway, there's another one of the loaches over there, and you can kind of see the tail of the half-fin green phantom right there. Yeah, he's getting in his little niche, whatever, hiding out. Here's one of the rabbit snails. As you can see, there's still quite a few mystery snails, babies and everything. When it was cleaning, I actually knocked down a couple clutches, unfortunately, so that means they'll be putting some back up there again soon, I'm sure. Got rid of some of the old shells from some of the old guys that had passed. So I just kind of did a cleanup. Actually forgot to clean the glass off. Fortunately, it's not very noticeable in here. Do that a little bit later, but anyway. Oh, there's my bamboo shrimp. Got a male and a female. She's still a little bit freaked out from the water change, which they usually do. They'll color back up here in probably a day or two. He's already starting to get his back a little bit. But yeah, they hang out up here usually, or over there back there by the filter. Had the bigger one, the guy, since probably about a year and a half, maybe a little bit more. Doing great. And keep them fed. Put some specialty stuff in there for them every now and then. I know a lot of stuff says that they're very finicky. You gotta feed them, through the water column and stuff like that. And maybe it's because I have an older established tank and got all this plant material and driftwood and stuff. Maybe that keeps them good on top of where we feed them. But yeah, he was almost that big when I got him. She was a little bit small. She was about the size of a bigger mono shrimp when I got her, and she's growing good. But him, let's see, I'll point him out for you there. The one there, that's the male, that's the female. You can tell by the front claws, you can kind of see it. His front legs are really big compared to the rest, and hers are the same all the way back, front to back. That was the way how I've read to distinguish between male and female. It seems to be true. My wife has a female, one that's large that I got the same time as my male, over in her 36. Once again, Keegan, she's transferred hers from tank to tank probably about 3 times, and still doing great. So I guess as long as they're fed well and you're putting them in established tanks, they're not as sensitive. Or maybe we're just fortunate. I don't know. But as you can see, the way the light is in here kind of doesn't really show off the kind of Tetra's color too well. You can kind of see a little shimmer here and there. But I've got the light set up with no blue in it right now. Just because I took a lot of the floating plants out and I don't want the algae to start, so I'll change that as the floating plants start to grow back in again. But that right there is on a I don't know, some kind of piece of wood or something, and it's got a bunch of string tied to it. Petco started doing quick glance over here, show you the one of my wife's. There's another one right there, and another one. We've got quite a few of those. They've got these little decorations that they make now, coconut huts and caves and stuff on rocks, and they're tying plants and stuff to them. They've been floating moss balls and stuff now, which is really cool. So trying out a few of those, see how they're gonna do. We got pretty much all of them at the same time. This one you can see is starting to sprout a little bit. It's been in here for a few months now. Same with the other ones. There's another rabbit snail. Our Los is just chilling out right now. Anyway, like I was saying on those decorations right there, they're pretty cool. They're fairly inexpensive, so you get plants plus something that they're on. The little coconut caves are pretty cool for smaller fish or crustaceans or whatever, snails and stuff. The eels actually fit in that one. My wife's got a couple eels in here, smaller ones. They love that. She's got a Zodiac loach that likes to hang out. Matter of fact, you can see him in there. Yeah, this is Zodiac loach. He's a bit of a butthead. There's female gourami. But anyway, so just wanted to give you guys the before and after on the cleanup of the 65 community. My royal pleco is in here somewhere, probably back there with the wood. Let's see if we can pan over here and get possibly another. He's probably hiding back there somewhere. He's not that big yet. He's about, I don't know, 3.5 inches or so, maybe 4. He's got a really, oh, nope. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. Right back there. Favorite spot on the wood. When you read about these plecos, there's a loach there, liking wood, it is definitely true. Like I said, this was an established tank. I'm growing him out in here for a little bit, and yeah, he really does like his wood, and you can really tell in the little leftover poops, which is awesome. They look like, I actually thought it was a baby rabbit snail, and no, it was a piece of poo. But anyway, all the fun of fish keeping though. I took this cave right here out of the 125. Wasn't really fitting in there too well. Kind of blends in here a little bit better, so, and it's a little bit bigger for the plecos. Both of them can hide in there. The royal went in there when I first put it in, but he likes his wood, so he usually hangs over there. Oh, there's the half-in. It's a half-in green phantom there. Of course, his fin is down right now because he's chilling. But they actually get along. I haven't had any issues with them fighting. At food time, every now and then when they come around down here, that's where I usually feed them at. Right there, in that area there. You know, he'll go on this side, another one will go on that side, but they usually get along pretty good. I've actually been blessed with all the plecos that we have. If we have more than one in the tank, and granted, we tend to usually get them small so that everything can grow up together, which usually makes for less headaches. But you know, fish are fish. Sometimes what you read is true, sometimes what you read is not, or should I say experience. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, just wanted to kind of go back over and show you guys the 65 clean and slightly redesigned. And as usual, appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't done so, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're interested and want to see more of our videos. We're going to try to do one a week at least, on something. We've got 15 fish tanks, so figure we can do something every week, whether it just be a water change or something. But thank you guys again, and keep watching. We'll see you on the next one.